Feast of Our Lady of Loreto, Loreto, the house that is in the town of Loreto in Italy, the little house, which is the house of Nazareth, we believe. And how did it get there? How did this little house of Nazareth get to Italy? And we're told through the centuries that it went to Yugoslavia, and then it went to northern part of Italy, and then to another town in Italy, and then finally to Loreto. Traveling around this house, traveling around must be by the angels. How else would it get there? And this is a pious tradition, and we sort of have to believe it. The popes have gone to visit this house. Many saints have gone to visit this house. Many miracles have happened there. Pilgrims go there through the centuries. And it would take a lot of kind of a skeptical faith to not believe it. And so we do believe it, and then there's a lot of reasons to believe it because of the saints and popes that have gone to visit it and honor it as the house that the Annunciation, which we read in the Gospel today, happened in this house where Our Lady lived, where she prayed, and she spent her domestic life there with the Holy Family, with Saint Joseph. A very, very, very holy house. Nothing more holy. The three holiest persons ever to live lived there. And we can still visit it and still go there. And some of our priests have said Mass there, have gone to visit it. Many of our priests, if you go to Italy as a friar, of course you're going to visit there. And it's a very special place, a place which is totally consumed with the presence of Mary. And so it's very, very precious to us who have dedicated our lives to Our Lady in our consecrations and our vow of consecration to Our Lady. Her home, and we can't just make a physical place our home, but we want to make, it's a good time to think of how our body, our mind, our heart, and our soul should be a home where Our Lady should dwell. Since we have consecrated ourselves to Our Lady has to have this dwelling within our heart and within our soul. And we should think how we should make our heart and soul a welcome place for Our Lady, where Our Lady would be happy, where she can dwell in peace and joy and union with God, with us, within our dwelling, within our soul, within the temple of our body. Our Lady should be able to dwell there in holiness in a way similar to the house of Loreto. She'd rather dwell within our souls than in a physical place like the house of Loreto. So we should make this our home a place pleasing to Our Lady, where we cast out sin, where we are very devoted in love with the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, where we have a devotion to them all, where we have this house of prayer, of silence, of the domestic virtues, where God is King, where He is first, where we are always trying to please God. So the domestic virtues, where Our Lady is Queen, where Our Lady is Queen. And let us not forget too that the Holy House of Loreto is where the litany of Loreto sprang up, and the one litany that is approved by the Church and has been added to by the popes, and where we should be very devoted to this litany. We pray it often, perhaps daily, in honor of Our Lady of Loreto, and where we can live her virtues, where we can underline Our Lady's queenship and all her the way she acts in our life, in our life of charity, and how we have her patronage under so many different titles, which are a support to us and strengthen us in our devotion to her. So we also emphasize the importance of the Litany of Loreto today as well.
given.